Hello, Lake Erie Council. I'm excited to be back with you today. I hope you had a great night and maybe got out and played in the snow a little bit. I know where I am, we have some snow outside. We're ready to have some fun and do a little art with our special guest today. We have Kylee, and she is here with us today. She is a 4th grade teacher. And then we have Emily, who is a teacher in training. They are both from Ashtabula. They're sisters, and they are actually my cousins. We all live in Ashtabula, on the east side of the council. But they were happy and excited to come do some art with us. So first off, while we wait for a few more people to jump on, we are going to do a little game called Pictionary. So if you want to take it away, girls.
All right. Hi, we are so excited to be here today, and let's get to our Pictionary game. All right, so I'm going to start it on this camera. Okay. Now, Emily, you are going to be drawing something, and Brittany has to guess.
All right. Okay, so you guys are drawing, and I'm guessing. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, oh, you're good. So it looks like, oh, it could have been a person, a tent.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're right.
Okay. Amber has said hi to us. She's watching.
Hi, Amber. Hi, Amber. All right.
Okay, let's see. What's our next one going to be? A line. Okay. So a tree. Could it be a tree? Did I get it?
Yeah. Nice job.
Oh man, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna try again. Let's see it.
Okay.
Over.
Tiffany said hello.
Hi, Tiffany. So excited you're here. Let's see. How about we do? Oh, I got one.
Let's see. Well, Seth said hello. He must be with us. He is under Molly. And oh, we got pack 12. Webelos are with us.
Hi.
Okay. Nice. And Ezra. Oh, Tiffany said her son Ezra is watching. He's a Webelo.
Oh, fun. Hi, Ezra.
And Scott said Brody's here with him. Oh, and we got Austin said hi. And Jeffrey. Man, and Jessica. Lots of people joining us today.
Oh, I'm so excited to be with everybody today. Awesome.
It looks like a hot dog right now.
Yeah, I'm working on it. All right, let's see. I was working on it.
Let's see. So just so everybody knows, as we go along, we're going to post the different materials that you would need to do each of the activity. And, oh, yeah. Oh, let's see. Somebody guessed a campfire. Could it be a campfire?
You were right. That's exactly what
Good job.
All right, wait. I need to think of another one.
That was not my guess. It was one of our great Webelos that are on with us that made that guess, actually.
Awesome job. All right, Emily, are you ready to try? Yeah, I'll try. Okay.
And it looks like Daryl, Amber's son Daryl, says hello.
Hello, Daryl.
Oh man, I have to restart, not restart. Somebody, you know how Facebook sometimes when you're going over things, you get stuck on somebody.
Yeah.
All I could see, and it happened to be right over everybody's comments. So okay, what does everybody think that Emily's drawing right now? Ooh, let's see. Oh, Jason says Jacob says hi.
Hi,
Jacob. Okay. And then Nico said hi. Hi, Nico. Dope. Oh, I think that might be, we've got another guest as an American flag.
Woohoo! Awesome job. Who got that one?
Lots of people. So it's sometimes hard for me to know who it is, but so whoever's with, oh my gosh, almost everybody just came in with that answer. Molly, with her son, and Austin said it with his, and Christina and Jessica. So all those people must have their Webelos with them today. That's awesome.
Aw,
Awesome. Oh, and the babies said flag too. So nice. Good job, everybody. Let's try one more and then we'll get started with the rest of the meeting.
all right.
Okay, what do we think it is, guys?
I'm gonna go with
Zach says hi. Hi, Zach. We've got, okay. Oh, I think you guys, I think I might know, but can anybody guess what this is? Ooh. I think I know what it is. I'll wait another second before I guess. Somebody said a leaf. Okay, that could have been a leaf.
Not quite, right?
not quite. No, trying to make a.
Somebody else said a feather. It could have been a feather.
Yes, I.
They said a corn. Is it corn?
It's
corn.
corn.
Lots of corn coming in right now. Awesome. Pack 12. Let's see. Awesome. And yeah, somebody said the Weeblo symbol. So yeah, good job. That's close. It has that on there. So good job, everybody. So we're going to get started with saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Ooh, that was my chair. Pledge of Allegiance and our Scout Oath and Law real quick. So first off, Kylie and Emily are going to start us off with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I have a flag behind. Just like normal, we're going to, if you have your Scout uniform on, you can do your salute, or if you do not, you can put your hand over your heart. So take it away, guys.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, guys. So now we're going to go ahead and do our Scout Oath and Law. So we'll start off with the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law. Help other people at all times to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Okay. And then we're going to say our law, which is a Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Good job. So without further ado, we're going to get started. So first off, we're going to talk a little bit about what we're doing and what our takeaways are. So would you guys want to start off with our takeaways for the day?
Yeah, so I know that since I am a school teacher, I know a lot of you are aware of learning your standards during the school day. So this is just like how you would be in school with these takeaways. There are objectives that we are going to learn today. So for our first takeaway, it is that art is a matter of personal taste and expression. Our next takeaway that we will learn today is that instruction and practice helps us to develop existing talents and learn new skills. And this one I really like is that a Scout is thrifty. So that means that you're able to reuse something and repurpose it to make it something that you have and something great. So those are our takeaways for today.
Wonderful. So that'll be some fun, but we'll go over real quick the requirements we'll be hitting, and then we'll get started with the fun stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about what inspires artists to create their work. People, nature, feelings, textures. Do you guys know what textures are? Let's see. They think they might be how things feel. Colors can inspire anything you're doing. So in this, you'll have the opportunity to find what inspires you. And hopefully in the future, or you could go on virtually, you can visit a museum. There's lots of those out there right now. But when things start to open up, go and experience a museum and their exhibits. So the first requirement is to visit a museum, gallery, or exhibit. However, you can't go right now, but you could go on a virtual one. So we'd love to hear which ones you guys take part in. You can comment that down below. And then what did you like about it and things like that. Then the next one is you're gonna do requirement number 2. You're gonna create 2 different self-portraits. Today we're gonna have some fun with a monochromatic one and a Picasso version, but you could do whatever you want, such as drawing, painting, printmaking, sculpture. And then number 3, you're gonna do 2 of any of A through, man, there's a lot of those, A through I. And we're gonna actually make a sculpture, and we're gonna do an outdoor picture. And then we're gonna finish up the day with a cartoon, a comic strip. The last one is optional, but we'd love to see your pictures. So you could create a hard copy or a digital portfolio of your pictures and share it. And then, or you could display your artwork when you go back to school. But we're ready to have a great day. And Kylie and Emily are ready to start with our first project.
Yeah, so we are so excited. Our first project is going to be a microchromatic self-portrait. And with that, I want to tell you all that are watching that Emily and I are not artists, but I think our work actually turns out pretty well. So if we can do it, you can do it. We love doing all arts and crafts. We're very artistic in different ways, but we just want to let you know that if we can do these projects, you can do them too. So let's start with our first project of a self-portrait. It is a monochromatic, and some of you might be asking what a monochromatic is. But if you think about it, so the prefix mono means 1, okay? And then chromatic, you probably don't know this, but chromatic means color in Greek. So 1 color self-portrait is what we are going to be making today. And we know that you're not green or blue, but in the art world, you can make yourself any color that you want to with your colored pencils or whatever utensils you will be using. So I believe, right, Brittany, that the material photo is going to be.
Yes, I'm putting it up right now, so you can look in the comments for that.
Awesome. So you'll have all of the materials listed in the comments below. So Emily is going to start us off.
Okay. So the first thing you want to do is get into the center of your paper, and you just want to do a U shape. Just trace it with your finger like 3 times just to get the feel of it. And then you're going to draw the face.
Oh, somebody asked the question, can it be different shades?
Yeah, it can be whatever you want it to be.
Okay. And then next you're going to just draw the neck.
Because we all have necks. And it looks like you want to do an end, like a t-shirt neck break right there with the shoulders. You can add if you would like to give yourself a body. So this is the frame of our face.
Just like that. And then you're going to start with an eye, 2 eyes.
So it's almost like we're making an oval.
Yeah. It's going to be an elliptical.
And something that can always help you is maybe look in the mirror or look at a camera to help you kind of see what shape of face you may have. And then try and get it spot on.
You want your eyes to look one direction. So make sure that you color the eyes facing the same direction.
One direction.
So if you can see, that was pretty easy. Right there is we just made a U shape for our face. And then we stopped here and you'll see why, but we have our eyes, our neck, and the shape of our face so far.
And then next I'm going to draw eyelashes.
Because we all have eyelashes.
You can make them fancy or just really simple. and then a nose. And then you can do a funny smile. And some lips.
Let's see. Somebody, Nico wants to know if you can slow down just a bit.
Just a bit? Okay.
That's a good idea. So how about while we're slowing down, maybe we can color a little
that's a good
bit.
idea.
So if we color, remember it's called a monochromatic. So you only want to use one color, but you can use different types of coloring utensils of that color. So if you look, we picked green.
Yep.
And we have crayons, we have a green Sharpie, colored pencils, all different types of coloring utensils, but they're all that same color of green.
And you probably don't want to shade anything too dark with the marker. So you can do like the lips, or you can do the eyes. I'm going to use the marker for the lips and the eyes. Still going to draw ears.
There we go. Oh, yep. Multiple people were asking to slow down. So that's a perfect thing. Awesome, guys.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing it with us. This is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
There's questions. Okay, and then you can draw you can draw your ears.
Okay. So let's see.
So what color would you, I'll ask a question now. What color would you want to color your monochromatic selfie? I would pick my favorite color, which is green, and Emily happens to be making that. But you could make a blue one, you can make a purple one. What's your favorite color? You can type that in the comments below too.
Coloring utensils.
And then for the t-shirt, you can color that. Just do a nice shade of green or whatever color you're using.
So you don't really need a lot of materials for this, do you?
No.
There's about three different things you need. So there we go. It's coming up right now. There we go, everybody. So, oh, let's see. We've got Tyler says orange. We have somebody said orange, lots of orange. Ooh, we've got blue. We have
a blue example if you want to show me that.
Let's see.
Do we have blue example?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've got Cooper says red. We've got Zach said blue. Awesome. Lots of colors coming in. I like purple myself. I don't know about you guys, but like almost like a magenta, but kind of purplish.
I agree.
Awesome. And then the cool thing is even we have an example. You could have used like a light colored paper. It didn't have to be white. We wouldn't suggest using black or a dark color because that would be hard to see, obviously. But you could do like a yellow sheet of paper too if you wanted. We actually have an example. Do you want to grab the example?
Yeah. Austin said his head is a rectangle.
Nice.
But also, Austin, you said he's not the best at art. You know, it's whatever makes you feel good, and what you're putting on the paper is what it should be.
Exactly. Just like our takeaway, it's that we are always practicing new skills. So this is a great thing to be doing.
So you can't get better at something if you don't practice, right?
Yeah.
Right. Are we ready to draw more?
Let's see. Oh, I've lost my
You can draw some dark
there we go.
blush.
Ooh, that's turning out really nice.
Yeah.
Got those green eyes and
All one color.
Yes.
Some eyebrows. Shade those in. They don't have to be green if you don't want them, or the color that you chose. It can just be the black outline. Okay. And then I'm gonna make mine a girl.
How about you make, well, yeah, because we have two girls.
Oh, so you're putting a curve to make it so your hairline, right? Is that
Yep.
why you did that?
Hairline. Okay, or you can just cut it off here if you want to make a boy. Or
Yeah,
just a
so
person
think
with
about
short
what your
hair.
hair looks like and then try and make it.
Beautiful. So, oh, I love that. So this is, we'd love to see your guys' pictures in the comments and see how they're turning out. Even if you don't do it right now, we'd love in the future, it'd be awesome to see how, what you think a self-portrait of yourself it looks like.
Yeah, post it later. We'd love to see. Emily, do you want to get the example of
The green one?
Yeah, the green one. So we have two green, and then we would even color the hair green because it is a monochromatic selfie. So
Oh,
if you
this is how
look,
it
this
turns
is a self-portrait with shorter hair. And we just use different tones and we use Sharpie, marker, colored pencils, crayons, but all of the same color.
Yep, one color, just different shades.
Awesome. I'm excited to get started on the next one. This one's really exciting to me.
Me too. So I don't know if anybody, and you can comment, but has anybody heard of the famous artist Pablo Picasso? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're learning it in your art classes at school, or maybe you've just heard of his name before. But this is a Picasso-inspired self-portrait that we will be showing you next. Now, with this, I believe the materials that you will need will be put in the comments. However, there are different variations, and we are going to show you two of them that you can do to make this. So if you don't necessarily have all of the items for one of the projects for the Picasso inspired self-portrait, you can pick between whichever two. So I'm gonna go over to our chalkboard and show you.
Oh, wow. We got
two.
lots of yeses.
Oh, nice. So everybody knows Picasso. Awesome. He actually, and I know that you guys are 4th and 5th graders, but I have a fun fact for you. His first painting was done at the age of 9. So some of you might be 9 or a couple years older, and his father was actually a painter and art teacher. So that's who he learned from. And now his paintings are sold for over $100 million.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Crazy.
I know. So Picasso, if you look over here, this is the self-portrait inspired Picasso using pastel colors. And one thing about Picasso is that he was really into the shapes. So that's why if you notice, we have a lot of different shapes for the eyes, and everything is very unique about this. So if you see the lips and the eyes and the way the neck is, all of that, the eyelids, it's very shapy. So it's shape inspired. That is Picasso. So this would be if you had a dark piece of construction paper and then your pastel crayons. So this would be the material that you would want for this type of Picasso inspired self-portrait. But then we also came up with this one. I know it looks funny, but if you can see, this is all shape design. And we just used an old piece of newspaper for the background. And then we have the hair with different types of construction paper and glue. So we are going to show you this one and how to do this one, but you are more than welcome if you don't have the materials to cut out different shapes and create a Picasso self-portrait with just construction paper of your choice. So those are our Picasso inspired self-portraits, which we are excited to show you how to start this.
So we're gonna start with this one. All right, the first thing you want to do is put a dot with a white crayon.
Do we need to stop or wait or anything?
Let me look. It doesn't look like we've gotten anything in saying to slow down, so keep on going.
All right. Well, we needed a white crayon, and I know that whenever I open up a crayon box, I always think, wow, we never use the white crayon because I'm always writing on a white piece of paper. So now is the time that you can put that crayon to use, people.
So first you're just gonna put a dot in the center of your paper using your white crayon. And then
this will help you.
Yep. You're gonna draw a vertical line to the dot. Okay.
Wait, oh, we got some people saying slow down.
All right.
But you can still start talking about it, but maybe they're trying to get some paper so they can go along with you.
Black construction paper works best.
Yeah, we have black construction paper.
If you're using the pastel.
Yeah, let's show them what the pastels look like. So, Emily, do you want to go into? It's almost like a chalky feeling, the pastels.
Yeah, and if you're doing this with us, you might want to keep like a damp sponge next to you so you can wipe your fingers on it, because these will leave marks all over your fingers. And then you can also grab a rag too.
Or you can enjoy the messiness, whatever works for you.
When I'm doing some crafts, I really, let's see. Can we do this on regular paper if no construction paper on hand?
Of course. You could even, and what's so great about this project is that you could even use it on white paper, and you could use different colored markers or crayons to make these shapes. Not at all does it need to be on black construction paper. This is just for if you have those pastels, and it really pops the color. It looks very cool.
And it's blended pretty well.
Yeah,
these are
blends
used
the
for
colors.
Now, also remember, as I said, if you don't have it, construction paper, a different color construction paper works really good for it too.
Yeah, you can use dark blue or black.
Awesome. I think we can get moving on.
Okay. So I just drew a vertical line, and then I'm going to do a horizontal line.
Oh, Austin said he doesn't have the materials to do this, which is okay. That is totally fine. There's other things you can do, which once we get through this one, I'll read off the different options you have. So go for it.
Okay, so we're going to first draw the nose, and the nose is just going to be an L shape. If you guys ever draw or have drawn block letters, this is going to be a L in block letters.
I really like that comparison. Nice job.
Okay, so that's our nose. And then from there, you're going to do another eye, kind of like a football. Anyone play football?
Let's see.
Our dad my dad is a football coach, and our brother used to play football in high school, and we have a little cousin who plays football now too. So we're a football family over here. So that's a good analogy as well.
Yeah. And then split the football in half, and then you could make a football, but instead we're going to make an eye. We're going to draw the iris of the eye, and then the pupil. Getting that? Okay.
So one of our watchers had played football.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Another one played flag football.
Oh, that is fun. I played flag football before, like in gym class.
And then you don't want this to be perfect, so you can put the eye down here, or you can put it up here. I'm going to go down here with it.
Because that is what Picasso was all about. He was all about focusing on the element of shapes and colors within his art. So it was more of really distinguishing those features.
Awesome. And remember, everybody, it's your self-portrait. So it doesn't have to be exactly like this one.
Yep.
Let's see, we've got,
We'd love to see your creativity too.
awesome. So I think, let's see, why don't we start on the pastels part now?
Okay.
Good idea.
Perfect. We're not going to go through the whole entire thing. We do have a final example, but she's going to go on to the pastels just so we can get through everything else today too.
We have so much planned. We're so excited.
Yes.
All right. So for the pastels, you just shade in a little bit. It doesn't take much if you're using pastels. And then you just take your finger and shade it in with your finger.
Question. Do you think you could use regular sidewalk chalk?
You could try.
I bet that would be very cool.
You could see if it would work. Yeah, I think that would.
Would you think you would use it straight sidewalk chalk, or do you think you get it a little wet?
I think it'd probably be best if you just did it straight. Don't you agree? I think so, because if you got it wet, maybe it would ruin the paper a little bit. But you could try both.
Experimentation, right?
That would be great. I would love to try. I would love to see you try both and tell us which one works better.
And then we'll do
How about you do the nose, right?
blue eye.
The nose would be cool too.
Actually, Pac 12 said better yet, actually do it on a sidewalk.
I
can
love
do it
that
on the side,
idea.
yeah.
Oh my
Fantastic.
goodness, you guys are coming up with such wonderful ideas. This is all about creativity, art explosion.
Awesome. So you're using your fingers just to move it around because you don't need a lot of that pastel, right?
Yeah,
a little goes a long way.
long way.
Yes, a little goes a long way. And so we're just shading, and that will eventually turn into our finishing product of Picasso inspired selfie.
So while you're looking at that, let me tell you a little bit. So the requirement is create 2 self-portraits using 2 different techniques. So you could do drawing, painting, printing, sculpture, or even on the computer using paint. So whatever materials you have, we just want to see a self-portrait using 2 different ways.
Yep.
We're just giving you 2 examples right now, but we aren't going to do all of them. These are 2 examples.
And I actually just had so I taught this morning because we're doing the online teaching, and I just had my 4th graders do a Google drawing. So that's always something that works very well too. They had to draw something on Google Drawing and then turn it in. They had to write a paragraph about it too, because it's writing class. But Google Drawing is a great source online to use to make this as well.
Nice.
And then one thing to do when you're done is outline everything, all the shapes you made with black, either marker or black pastel.
Yep.
And this doesn't need to be shaded. It's just a solid line that you can make. And then that really
Pops.
Yeah, all the color.
Awesome. Well, there you go. I'm excited about that. I'll have to try that. I'll have to get some chalk to try that on my sidewalk.
Yeah, you could try
That
that.
is a great idea.
So
for the next one, which we are really excited about, and it is our salt dough turtle sculpture. Now, you might be asking, why is it a turtle sculpture? Yes, you could make anything out of this salt dough. However, with the turtle, we have a little fun hack for you when you are making the shell. So, and I think you will be mind blown, honestly. It is
Really?
so cool and resourceful because we're thrifty, right, Scouts?
you sure are.
That's right.
So we need to first make it, the salt dough.
Yes, and these are the materials. So I think, should we gather the materials first before we put them in?
Yeah,
Just
go
go
ahead,
through
go ahead
it.
and point to what you have on there before you put them in.
So here's the materials.
Yes, so maybe when you go back, if you ever wanted to go back and look at this again to do this salt dough experiment another time, not live with us, you would need a 1/2 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of salt, and a 1/4 cup of water. And then it also gave the directions for baking it in the oven. So you would want to ask your parents or whoever you're an adult that you're living with, to help you put it in the oven at 250 degrees for about an hour. So let's get to mixing.
Awesome.
Right?
Yep, let's go for it.
All right. So first add the flour.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
You can add them in, but I don't know if they're running around trying to get their stuff, but don't worry. We'll keep on going. And if you have questions for some reason, you missed something, go ahead and ask it.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
And then the salt. And then add the water.
It doesn't matter what temperature we just did, regular, whatever it comes out of the faucet. I guess you wouldn't want it to be scalding hot, obviously. So maybe keep the water temperature cool, and then you just mix it.
Yeah. And there's not much, but it's just the perfect amount to make your turtle. Or a couple. We actually made 2.
We got a great comment. So this will be a great one to go back and do on your own.
Yes.
So that's an awesome comment. Because
Yeah.
this goes up, and once we're done with this for the day, it'll pop itself back on our Facebook page. And we also put all of these videos on our website, at our Scouting at Home website. So you can check that out at some point, and that'll be up there too. But usually relatively quickly after we finish up, this will pop right back up on our website. So thank you for that comment, Pac-12. We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I always feel like I'm baking when I'm making salt dough active crafts and sculptures. Anybody like to bake out there? I do. I love baking, and especially during this time, I've been baking too much. I've been
love
making
to
too
too.
many sweets.
Me too.
Okay. And then the end, you get a nice dough, just like this.
Yeah. So that was really easy.
That was simple.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what you're going to want to do to make your turtle, which looks like this in the end.
However, I think we need to give a disclaimer. It's probably not the best tasting thing, so I wouldn't recommend eating the salt though.
Yeah, it's edible,
Great
but I
disclaimer.
wouldn't eat it.
And this is our end project of our turtle, but we will show you how to make this cool
Shell.
design.
How about our friends in the comments? Maybe they can tell us what kind of animal they want to make. Or
Ooh.
what kind of object.
Yeah,
they
I
wanna make.
love that question.
All right. Should we do the next step?
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. So
So you want to have a big shell. Depends on how big you want your turtle. But I would say for this size of a turtle, you'd probably need this much dough.
a little bit more than half, would you say? of your
Yeah.
dough?
So then roll it up into a ball. And then our trick to make the shell is if you have shoes on or you have a shoe around the house, you just step on the dough
Watch this.
and it makes a shell for you.
That's
There
fantastic.
Your turtle shell.
Oh
Isn't
man.
it cool? And yours can be as unique as your shoe is.
Oh man. Did you find that out on accident, or did you think that up on your own?
We'll never tell.
That's
All
great.
right. So then
However, I would make sure your bottom of your shoe is clean.
yeah.
That's a
Definitely do
good tip too. Nice.
All right. And then next, what you'll do is you'll make the head of the turtle.
We've got a frog and maybe a cheetah, a guinea pig.
Those are some great ideas.
Yeah, get creative.
Mm-hmm.
A wolf.
There's the
Love
head.
it. So as you can see, you can be as creative as you would like. And I guess we'll show you now
The end result.
the kind of end result. Is that about where we're getting to for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you would do is we just created our turtle, and we actually, for the time, since don't have as much time and we can't sit here for an hour while it bakes. Remember, you would bake it at 250 degrees for about an hour. Then it hardens. Right here, you'll see we made a little mini one that is already baked and is ready to be painted if you would like to. If you want to keep it natural looking, you're more than welcome to do that. So you don't need the paint materials. But if you want to create it like our little guy, what should we name this little guy?
Yeah, name suggestion.
Trevor the turtle.
That's a good idea. If you want to name him little Trevor.
Yeah.
So you can paint him however you would like, whatever colors. It doesn't, just like our monochromatic selfie or our Picasso, whatever colors you would like.
Yeah, and if you guys have toothpicks, you can use these as to make designs in your animals, like for claws or for eyes, to make
Yeah,
a face.
Cool.
So,
Somebody asked if they can do a cat paw. Now, that'd be cool. Don't stick your cat's hand in. It probably won't like it if you try and use the cat hand, but you could probably shape it into something, a hand. That would be awesome.
look it up. Look up a picture of what a cat paw would look like and shape it yourself. That would be really cool too.
Hold on one second, guys. We're frozen.
Okay.
Just give it a minute.
I'm gonna paint this.
Shape it yourself. That would be really cool too.
Hold on one second. I think we're okay now.
Cool.
We should be good.
What you would do is you would just grab whatever paint we are using. Is this acrylic paint?
Yeah, acrylic paint.
We're using acrylic
You can
paint.
use any kind of paint, really.
And we all know how to paint, so we probably won't go into too much
Not too much.
time.
So we've
but-
got some names here that they might want. We've got Arlo, Sylvester,
Oh, Sylvester. I think I know
Fred.
that.
Bob, Stuart or Albert, Cameron,
Name.
or Tyler said Fred the turtle.
I've heard of Fred the Turtle. Is that a story?
I
Maybe
don't know. We'll have to look it up.
or something. Fred the Turtle. Cute. So
Alright, so that's
as you
what it
can
would
see-
look like if you painted it.
Awesome. You got a few minutes. You could do a little bit more if you'd like.
Do some more painting. All right.
Yeah. And then the next one we're going to be doing is pretty awesome. And next time everybody goes out to camp, they can think of a picture. Oh, dokey. Let's see if we have any more comments. Scouty McScoutington.
ooh, I love it. Going with the Boy Scout theme.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So what colors would you guys do? Oh, tortoise in the hair.
Cute.
Frank the pug. So Frank the, oh, that, yeah, I think that's it. Frank the pug is
Yes, yeah, you're right.
mhm. Yes.
So these are just fun projects. I really enjoy all the 3 that we've showed you so far. They've been really fun to do. And this is the perfect time to get creative at home.
Somebody says you could call it Lombardi.
Lombardi.
Yeah. Isn't it, there's a Lombardi trophy. So you'll have to ask your brother about the Lombardi trophy.
You get that.
Okay. So awesome. I think it's just about time to move on to our next
Next one.
one. Yes.
Right. Now for our next one, it is a outdoor painting. So you could either look at a photograph or look outside your window of something that could inspire you to.
You're popular.
All right.
Hello?
Okay, so we are going to be doing an outdoor drawing, right?
Yes, an outdoor painting. It could be a drawing. You could use markers. You could use a piece of paper. We are going to show you with a canvas. So a canvas right here. Emily, do you want to explain?
Yeah. Okay. It's just a canvas, and you can use it to paint. Acrylic paint works best on it. So we're going to be using acrylic paint and then creating an outdoor scene.
Now I'll actually, oh yeah, go ahead.
This is a project we've already done before, but it's actually two
Two.
canvases.
Now you do not have to do this at all. This is just an example of something that inspired us. Our grandparents have a big tree in their yard, and it had a swing that all of us family members would use, and we still, I mean, I don't use it anymore, but my little cousins, they use it. So this inspired me. And then obviously it didn't have a shape of a heart, but it's something that we could hang up and just artistic like that with painting.
Nice.
So that was, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so this requirement is the actual one says, I lost it real quick. Draw or paint an original picture outdoors using the art materials of your choice.
Yes. So you could use whatever you wanted. We wanted to show you with the canvas. So Emily's tip to you would be, instead of just going right to the painting, right? The paintbrush, what would you do?
You should draw it before you paint.
I think.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's but like if you do watercolors, it's even harder to keep it in the exact way you want it, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so I can draw a mountain. Let's draw that.
I think I wonder what our friends in the comments would do. What pictures would they make?
Yeah.
Have they been out to camp? Have they been out on hikes? What inspires them?
Okay. And you can create a nice landscape with some trees.
Yeah. Maybe you want to draw a picture of the beach, since it was snowing this week, at least where we are. I know that I would rather be at a beach or somewhere warm. Hopefully it starts warming up soon. It is April, the end of April. But Emily looks like she's drawing a scene of mountains and landscape with the trees. So that is great. So our tip to you is to draw in pencil first, because pencil can be erased. Paint is a little bit more harder to fix.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then you can add some color onto a paper plate, or if you have a paint palette, you can use one of those.
So somebody said a tent and a campfire. Another was Old Woman's Creek. So I don't know if that's a specific creek where they are like to go. And then somebody else said OSU.
That's a good idea. Okay,
That's a smart
love
one.
it.
Maybe a stadium.
Yeah, you could draw a football stadium. That's outdoors.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we can start by.
What color are you gonna pick to start with?
Pick brown to start on the trees.
Cool. Now let's see. Oh, on the equator. Somebody might do a picture of being on the equator.
That's really cool. I love that.
We've got some really creative people out there.
Yeah, always thinking of really good ideas. Nice
The
job.
Titanic. IKEA.
Okay.
Let's see. Is IKEA outside or is IKEA a store inside?
I guess maybe if they wanted to draw the cars out in the lot.
A lot. Okay. Somebody else at a wolf, and then their cabin. Okay. I like going out and sleeping in cabins. Those are pretty fun.
Pine tree.
Our dad loves pine trees. We grew up with a bunch of pine trees. He always loves pine trees. That's why he bought where we live. He bought the house because it had so many pine trees on it. He loves pine trees. So is this inspired by your dad?
I guess, yeah.
There you go. Somebody else said Fireland Scout Reservation. That's one of our camps on the over by Wakeman, Ohio, where our Cub Scout programs are this summer. So we have our Webelos Exploration Camp, which is would be great for anybody in this meeting. Or we also have our Adventure Day Camp and our overnights happening. So that'd be a fun thing. So that's a great choice.
Oh, yeah.
Got some beautiful, we have some lots of pines on that camp. So
Awesome. So you can be as creative as you like. Remember this, I think the requirement was just draw a picture. So you could use paint,
outdoor.
marker, crayons, colored pencils,
Yep.
chalk.
Construction. Yeah. So it's very open to your interpretation. However, it just needs to be something that's outdoor inspired.
Mhm.
But outdoor is different to everybody. As we were just saw on the screen, outdoor could be pine trees or it could be a football stadium.
Yep,
Smart.
that is great. So that is our outdoor drawing inspiration to you.
Wonderful.
And one more time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wonderful. I like that. So did one of you do one side and the other do the other? Or is it?
Yes, that is what we did. I actually did this side. I did the hollow or the dark side, and then Emily did the swing with the hollow.
That'd be another fun thing to do with maybe at home with your family or your siblings or whoever's with you. Decide on what you're going to do, and then each of you do half of it and see what turns out. That'd be cool.
That would be great. Love it.
And then one more.
Yeah, for our last one that we have for you would be a comic strip. Now, do you have the requirement of what the comic strip is that you would
I
like?
sure do. Let me tell you right now. So create a comic strip with original characters. Include at least 4 panels and to tell a story centered on one of the points of the Scout law. Characters can be hand-drawn or computer-generated.
Yes. So we created a comic, and I will put it up here, and I will go through it with you. So this is our first box, and it says, back in a campsite, there was litter in the lake. Litter can ruin an animal's habitat and pollute the community. It's important to recycle. And then we have our recycling bin. And then we have our little scouts. And this one says, oh no, there is trash in the lake. Let's clean it up. And then we have them singing in the background, all better. And then we wrote, a scout is clean. Keep your community and home clean. So that is our comic strip that we made. We made it pretty big.
Yeah.
Yours could be
small on a smaller piece of paper even. But I divided it into 4 boxes. And then it can even go vertical too. So.
And can you tell them what a panel is? Because I don't know if everybody knows what a panel is.
Oh, go ahead.
So a panel would just be like, we have the 4 boxes, and that way we're looking at it
As a story.
Yes, as a story. We're creating a panel of a story.
Awesome. And so I would love to know in the comments what our friends or our scouts would like to make their comic centered around. So which of the 12 points? Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, or reverent. That would be great to I'd love to see that in the comments below. That'd be fun. Now you guys use crayons or colored pencils?
We used colored pencils. but you could obviously use whatever you would like. Our little tip to you here is, since it is a comic, it's always a good idea to use like a black or a dark marker to really outline your characters or the pictures that you are creating.
Yeah. And
So you would also want like a Sharpie or just like a dark colored marker.
And part of a comic is dialogue. And to show dialogue, use like bubbles or.
I love that one. So somebody said friendly, a den centered comic. That would be good.
Well, that is a good one.
We've got a handful of friendlies and a lot of loyals. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and especially with Earth Day coming up, that's what kind of inspired us, was to do something about pollution and helping our animals, our habitat, and our community by recycling. So that was our inspiration as well, with Earth Day coming up next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's almost here, and your birthday's almost here then.
Yes, I am an Earth Day birthday. That's probably one of the reasons why I remember it so well too.
Yes. Birthday. So there we go. You know, and I remember my birthday because it's inauguration day every 4 years. So
Yeah.
gotta find those days. So that's awesome. I've had a great time today. So the things that you guys can do on your own that we didn't show you is go and visit that museum online or when, you know, everything stops in person. And then also show us your artwork. We'd love to see it. Let's see if anybody has any questions as we're finishing up. Somebody said, be friendly to the earth. And somebody asked why 2. Can you ask, are you asking a question? Or maybe ask that question again one more time so I understand what you're saying, so we can clarify that. Chrissy, not exactly sure what you're asking, but yes, the Pac-12 said plenty of museums offering virtual tours. Do your best, and that is exactly all we asked for, is do your best. You know, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you give it all you can. So I love that. Let's see. I'm waiting just a second to see if we can clarify that one question. If not, I appreciate you guys coming on today and all your wonderful art. I'm glad you took the time out of your busy schedules, being online and teaching. Oh, she said never. They said never mind. Oh, and then the link, they just posted the Louvre. I actually got to visit there, and it was beautiful. So I highly recommend looking on that. We will I'll edit the description and put the materials up there so it's easy to find. And then I will also put a link to a couple of the different museums up there. But thank you, everybody. Thank you. We appreciate you coming out. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Love to see your pictures. And if you need to watch it back so you can see more things, please feel free to come back either to this page, it'll be up in a little bit, or go to Scouting at Home, our website, which is housed on lecbsa.org. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic night. We'll see everybody hopefully next week for our Webelos adventure. And tomorrow is Lions, so we'll hope to see you all maybe back to watch that, or if you have Lions in your families. Have a great night, everybody.